Well, hello everyone, and welcome to year 2 of the White Farm playthrough. We've had a real fun time so far in the first year. We're gonna see how much more productive this farm can be in year 2 since we have treated all the fields ourselves, got them all the right amount of fertilizer, treated the weeds, applied lime where it was needed. It's gonna be a fun year. We're gonna finish picking up this straw, picking up right where we left off from the harvest in July. We got rained out, so we couldn't finish picking up all this straw, and we're kind of debating, am I gonna regret the decision to use the forage wagon instead of a baler? And at this point, I think this is fine. I'm actually enjoying it. It makes it real easy to feed the cattle. And speaking of that, we probably need to check on them and make sure they have enough food. I know the other animals are good, but we'll drop this load off and then we'll check on them, check on the cattle, make sure they're all good. Just let that go. Hop in here, and cattle TMR is getting low. So let's go ahead and make a mixture for them. Just back up right to here. And I believe we have plenty of everything in here. Yeah, silage, hay, straw will go to about, 16%, might have been too much. And silage will get to about 60%. Let's take a look at our menu here. We should be good once we put the rest as hay. Pretty good mixture. And go ahead and unload that. I do have a new PC, so I'm trying to get all my settings correct. I think we have everything except for it showing that weird liters thing again. We'll get that sorted out. But plenty of babies here. You can see we have 16,000 liters in milk. And if we go over here, it doesn't show the whole amount in stock, but it's showing around, $2,000. Yeah, we'll get the liters figured out. We got a good amount of money in milk. I actually know how to get the slurry out of the pig pen now, too. So that'll be exciting. Go ahead and pick up the rest of this straw, and then I believe we don't have much to do this month. I thought I set it up to where we would harvest every month, but it looks like September is going to be the first harvest of this year. But we do want to see about flipping this field to get barley planted. Let's look at the calendar for that so we can remind ourselves. And that would be in September as well, unless we wanted to plant canola this month, and I'm not aiming to do that. But barley will be, so we will want to prep this field. I don't believe it needs lime, so we should be good with that. And I don't remember if our seeder is a direct drill or not, so we'll double check on that to see if we do need to cultivate this field. And that's definitely something we could do in the month of August and be ready to drill it in September. But let's get this straw all picked up and on to the next task. Almost got it all picked up. We got just a little bit we'll get on the next trip. Pigs are growing up. We got rid of a bunch of them. I think that was a wise decision. They are producing a good amount of manure for us now. Should have plenty in the cattle manure pit as well, and I don't think we'll have to buy fertilizer now that I know how to get the slurry out of the cattle pen, so that should be good. Straw is getting a little low for the cattle as well. Let's go ahead and give them a full thing of that. Back this up right to there. And yeah, we got plenty of straw. Let's go ahead and make sure we don't miss out on any manure opportunities. Should be good, and deposit that for them. What about the pigs for that? Pigs could use a little bit, and we're gonna need to get them some type of food. See, they're at 100% health now with the grain and the base food. I think we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay with the pigs. We're not gonna focus on them as much as we did in year 1, because they're just not that profitable for us. Look at the baby cows over there. I love this farm. Wish I would have found this a long time ago. Let's investigate our seeder right now so we can make our plans. Does not appear to be a direct drill. So I believe we do. Yeah, we have a disc here that we can, that's actually not bad, 5 meters. So we'll get that disc out next and we'll cultivate that field. We got another month before we're able to cut this, or is it 2? Yeah, next month we'll be doing grass again, and that'll be nice because it turned out real good last time we cut it. I think it was in June. Made a lot more hay and silage than we ever have. Just a little bit to pick up, and I'll probably just leave it in the forage wagon for now so we can just get on with the next task of the day. And then that'll be about it. We might put some slurry down and then just double check that the other fields don't need anything treated on them, just to be sure. And let's go ahead and just drop this here. It's easy enough. I'm gonna leave that there for now. No reason to put it away since we'll be using it in September. Yeah, look at all that manure piling up. That is good news. All right, I believe the disc is right here. Yeah, I don't know if I've used something like this before. What I want to do is 2 end rows up top, and then we'll head to the bottom of the field and do the same. Let's go ahead and unfold it now, and that should be it, right? Just 1 unfold. Yeah, that's not terrible. Get a nice cultivated state, and we will definitely have to deal with weeds this year. Now, let's check something. Is the subsoiler 4 meters? Okay, and the disc is 5, so this would be more efficient. Just wanted to double check that. And I think we'll do a 3rd row here, and then we'll head to the bottom. Ended up doing the same direction twice because it was tough to turn around. But I do like this implement. You can go 10 miles an hour. It's a pretty good pace for doing some cultivating here. Then we'll lift at the end, loop around, head down the field, and finish doing this whole headland. Give us plenty of opportunity to turn around. Head this way. Alrighty. So I took this opportunity here to extend the field. I wanted to give us just a little bit more space here to turn. I'm not a big fan of the big L turn that we had there, that 90-degree turn. So went ahead and, made the field a little bit bigger, and I think that'll be really helpful to us long term. So we'll go ahead and head to the bottom down here, and ooh, fuel's getting low. We'll have to keep an eye on that. Maintenance as well. But we just don't have a lot of cash for that right now. But I do think we should look at the header on the harvester as well as probably the mower to make sure we get the maintenance done on a few of those things that are really important for yield, possibly the tractors as well. But we'll just do the inside of this field next. Progress is moving pretty well. And the fuel is blinking on us. I think we can get this done in 1 pass. It's gonna be close. This is the only area that I was questioning. Okay. So we'll get this all done, put the disc away, and then we're gonna head on into the gas station because it's a lot cheaper at the gas station than it is having the fuel delivered. Go get some diesel, and then we'll get hooked up to the slurry tank and get the first application of fertilizer put down on this field. And that's probably gonna do it for August. We'll double check things though. Field's looking nice and prepped, and since we don't own our own spreader, we're not gonna worry about the little area over here that would need lime. We'll do that next time we treat this field. Oh, whiskey. Oh, whiskey. Get out of the way. That's one way to try to back up. That should do. That wasn't bad. All right, let's head on into town, get some fuel, and then we'll get some fertilization going. Pretty horses. And hopefully this isn't too expensive. So $870. Let's just see. Let's just find out how much it costs to repair this. Drove past it, top out here, and not bad. We'll go ahead and do that. $1,300. Is that because the other stuff was the problem? Let's double check. 177 on that, and on the manure forks, 29 bucks. Now it's all clean there. All right, slurry is next. Ooh, the corn's looking good. Man, that's gonna be soon. We had the right equipment. We could chop it, but we do need that for food for the pigs. And I believe it's facing this way right now. Let's risk it. We're just gonna back up. We were correct. All right, let's fill this thing all the way up. And then we can refill it with the pigs if we need to on this field. And I think we will need more than one entire tank full to finish fertilizing the field. And right there by that hose is where we'll unload. The icon is definitely not in the right spot, but had enough comments that finally explained it well for me. So that will do once we need it. All the way here, and there we go. Applying slurry makes a nice darker color, and it would be nice if we're able to do this with just slurry so we don't get that mix match like we did with the manure last time. But being that we haven't used any of the pig slurry, I feel like it is going to work out in our favor. And 10% left. While we're right here, I think we will go top off once we finish this pass. Go ahead and fold it up so we don't hit the shed. Now we just sneak right here and make a liar out of me. There it goes. Like I said, I imagine we have plenty in there. Go to the far side of the field and work our way back now. And back at it. Man, I can't believe I didn't do it this way in Cattle Ranch. Would have been so much better. And I believe one more tank full will take care of everything. We're just about, there we go, ran out. Should be able to sneak through this shed here, make a nice approach coming back, just like that, and sneak on up to the slurry hose, hook it on up, fill it up again. What a process. All done with the slurry. Should be easy just to get the seeder out here in September and plant this. Some good progress here to start year 2. And there we go. I am going to grab one of those bales, I think, and give them to the pigs. And then we'll double check that they have enough food to get through the night. Though I don't think we have any options to give them food. And I really don't want to spend money on pig feed. So we'll grab this one, drive up the shed or up into the barn and drop this down to them. Man, that's a pretty color. I do like the way that texture turns out with the disc and slurry there. All right, we got to get those doors open. Hey, Whiskey. Oh, that's right. That's in the way. Doubt this is going to work, but I'm going to try. No way this is strong enough, right? No way. Nope, can't even hook up to it. Okay, we tried. Where is the... Oh, I know where it is. It is by the combine. Got to get that other tractor out. Just move that out of the way. Yeah, Whiskey was trying to show me. Barely able to sneak it out of there. We'll just find a good spot to put this for now. Okay, now we should be clear to drop our bale. Oh, come on. Do it that way. Worked perfect. Double check on the animals before I forget. 8,200, yep, 13, that's fine. That is pretty close, but I believe what we're harvesting is gonna be for feed for them. Got some sorghum, and they do eat sorghum. So it'll be good. What's the water level here? Oh, let's do that just to be sure. I mean, we only did this once to where I don't even remember where we got the water. Was it out of our lake? I don't want to pay for water when we got water just sitting there. I think maybe we did just kind of sneak in the lake a little bit here. Ah, that works. And we'll do about, I don't know, about half in each. We're gonna go to half and see what the implement says or the production says. So now it says, yeah, over 3,000. Let's just do that. All right, water's all set. We don't have to worry about that for a few months. Oh, react, please. Just love how some of these implements just won't react to backing up. Okay, I think that'll do it for the month of August. I'll see you in September. We are gonna start the month of September feeding the cattle. They ran out of TMR. We didn't give them enough last month, but good thing we had that hay in reserve. So we'll go ahead and make a couple mixtures here. That should be good. Silage is getting low. Let's go a little more hay and hope we didn't overdo it there. Perfect. Okay, so we should be able to get 2 in, even though we will be able to get more silage today, but we might go through all of what we have in reserve now that these cows are eating a lot more. We look down here. Yeah, 17,000 a day is what we need to give them. And reproduction, I don't think we will see any more babies for a while. Oh, here we do. We have 5 that will give birth in a couple months. Okay, so that did give them more than half. Let's go ahead. We'll just use the rest of the silage. Add some straw up to about 50. Yeah, that should be good. And then some hay the rest of the way. Man, we're getting pretty good at that. Getting pretty good. So that'll put them above 20,000, 23,000 about. That'll get us through a day and a half. And good thing the grass is ready to cut. But I think we're gonna prioritize the harvest before the grass. Okay, gonna leave that all set up. I do wanna run over to the chickens. We're gonna sell all the boys again. And the first thing we need to do is get them food. Let's go over here. We're gonna find males and get them out of here. That's gonna be no money for those ones. These ones will give us a little bit of money, $2 to be exact. And that should be it. So we do have 92 females, a good mixture. Let's jump into this menu. And reproduction's getting there, puberty's getting there. So we should start seeing a decent amount of eggs moving forward. Yep, let's go ahead and get the equipment prepped for this harvest. Get the semi out there first, and then we'll come back for the harvester. And we need to take a look at maintenance on that and make sure it's full of fuel as well. And I think going this way might be best for where I want to start this harvest, or at least start with the semi. And it looks like October is going to be soybean and a corn harvest. So we will go ahead and park right here. Whiskey over there, it's swimming. Look at Whiskey. It's hilarious, sitting in the water. We're going to head on into the dealership and get this stuff repaired and hope that we have enough cash. But we definitely want to get the best yield possible from these harvests. So having a completely repaired combine, I think, is a key to that. And I'm kind of wondering if we're going to have room to go to that gas station with this. We'll find out though. So I think if we cruise over to the right side, we might be able to unrealistically fill up our combine at the gas station. Okay, it's going to be pricey. Almost $3,000. Money is getting low, guys. We might have to take out a loan to repair the combine. Let's find out. Oh, not horrible. Not horrible, but we will repair all of these and even the trailer. Why not? Less than $100. So Balance is at 10,000. Looking at some product that we bought that we didn't need. Money's gonna be tight for a few months and then we'll be fine. Okay, I guess I could start unfolding the combine and we're gonna pull the header trailer right to here. That's all hooked up now. Please let me back up. There we go. That was strange. I think cutting through this grass field, it won't bother them too much. Didn't really plan this that great, but this will work. Go ahead and lower it and try not to damage our crops. Forgot to turn it on. There we go. And I believe this is a no straw crop. Yep. Let's just try just in case. Yeah, not supported. But this should be good for the pigs and the chickens. Getting almost 180 bushels an acre. That seems to be a pretty good amount. And this is a decent sized field. So this should be enough to keep the pigs alive and the chickens for hopefully the next year. So now I believe we've given ourselves plenty of room to turn around. Guy's checking out our truck. He's not sure what to do. And 86%'s not too bad. So we'll go ahead and just unload now. And I was somewhat tempted. Let's see, how dire are we needing to get food over to the chickens? Oh, we got a little bit of time. Okay. Probably should be able to finish the harvest. And the pigs are going to be absolutely fine for a few more months. So their value goes up more. Oh, so they'll give birth and we'll probably sell these 5. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see how that goes. But time for the long haul of this harvest. Time to get it done. Gotta be honest. I know there's a mod that prevents it, I believe, but I hate when the trees get in the way because I always mess up. And we got a full harvester. Gonna just unload it here with the diesel, with the semi. Stop right here. And it'll be very interesting to see if we completely fill up this truck more than once, and I think we will. I think this load here will get this one hopper in the front full. That's a lot of feed. A lot of feed. We might be able to sell a little bit of this when the price is right. It did not fill it up. Let's go ahead and shut that off. We'll leave the semi there, hop back in the harvester, continue on with the harvest. Still think we'll fill up the truck. I don't think we're gonna quite fill the truck up. I think I was mistaken. But we'll get close. We'll get close. We'll fill up the front here for sure and a little bit of the back. Still a pretty good harvest. Front is full. Pull forward, let that finish. We'll go ahead and shut the semi off. Going in there nice. Back in the harvester. Look at that fuel already, like more than a fourth used. It's insane. We do have a mod that uses more fuel to make it a little more realistic. It seems to be doing the trick. And I think we should be able to fit the rest in the combine. Get this harvest complete. Still got to cut the grass and plant some barley today. A lot to do still. And the harvest is complete. Let's open the auger, shut off the header. We're gonna need more fuel. That sucks. That's a lot. That's a big expense. That is our biggest expense, it seems, which makes it feel somewhat realistic, in my opinion. Not somewhat, pretty realistic. All right, let's see. Does this fill it up all the way? So I'm hoping to not have to drive the harvester back into the farm, but take it straight to the soybean field to get it prepped for next month. So hopefully this all fits. That'll save a little bit of fuel. Could always bring the semi to unload it here as well. And I don't think we have enough fuel to do the weight limit probably. Okay, so let's shut that off. We hit the weight limit on the trailer. So let's go drop this off and we'll come get the rest with the semi. That'll probably be the wisest thing to do. Seemed like a pretty good harvest. We're gonna have a ton of sorghum to feed the chickens and the pigs. And we'll, when they give birth in a few months, we'll see if we want to keep the babies and the adults. We'll see what it says per month for feed and make the decision based on that. This dropped off and then we'll get the rest. So that's showing 33, just over 37,000 liters right now of sorghum. And the remainder, I would say, pretty successful harvest. Okay, that should be good there. We'll just have to turn this back on. The rest there, we're gonna shut this off for now. Hop back in here, close that, hold it on up, go put the header on the trailer and take this over to the soybean field so it's prepped for October. There we go. We should be able to make this turn. I do want to prioritize the soybeans over the corn. It's a bigger field, so I want to get that done first in October. And worst case, I believe we could just harvest the corn in November if we chose to. Looks like some sorghum to the right as well there on field 15. Yeah, we did miss a little bit of weeds, but I think that'll be fine. Should be off the road now right there. Excuse me, white car. Okay, got to get this cut. We got to plant some seeds. Got to get the chickens fed, probably top off the pigs as well. Yeah, we got a lot to do. Park that there for now. Let's get the case. Actually, we won't be able to feed the pigs with this, but we absolutely can feed the chickens. And since this implement's already on here, might as well use this tractor. And because we have it, let's go ahead and just fill this up with sorghum. Should make the chickens happy. Oh, that trailer's in the way though, isn't it? Let's see if we can sneak in there. Hey, look at that. And I have no idea how much of this it'll take. That is close to what we'll need for the rest of the year for the amount of chickens we have right now. And we might be able to just, nah, let's drop this here and let the case take over. And we need to find the seeder. That's a planter. Now, I guess we could have used this and cultivated in one go, but it didn't seem to actually do that unless I just didn't turn the cultivator on last time. 53% full. We'll switch this to barley. And I think what I'm gonna do, since we do have to do the grass as well, I'm gonna do the headland. And after the headland's done, we can hand it on over to a worker and let them finish it so we can make sure we do get everything we want to get done in September. Because we gotta cut the grass, ted it, row it, pick it up. Got a lot to do. Do we have silage in the fermenter? So maybe, we might be getting to the point where we could sell some, but I'll need to check that. Okay, we should be able to just hand this over now. Guess we blocked them, now they're flying, all right. There was a little spot up here that we missed that I wanted to see if it was an elevation issue or if we should be able to go back over it, maybe a different direction. But yeah, this little section there, let's double check that it didn't. Oh, here we could see, we have a ton of silage. We have a ton of silage, okay. So let's look here. Yeah, that little spot, I guess we're standing on it and we couldn't see, was missed. We'll try to get that later. But I did notice we have some goods here that we need to move. And then we'll get the pigs fed and then get to cutting the grass. Just a lot. I love it. A lot to do. And the tomatoes are all stacked nicely. Got them dropped off. Now we'll go get the lettuce. Very good. Trying to get this production back up and running. And activate that. And then we'll grab this and we'll give the rest of this sorghum to the pigs. It's not a lot, but we won't have to worry about the chickens for a while, which is nice. If I can whip this good enough here. Not the best angle there. Took a little bit, we got it straightened out, and that'll clear. So now we can hop in here and see how that affects them. All right, couple months worth, should be good. And it feels like we do this every episode. Time to cut the lawn. Away we go. Missing a little bit there, but we can get it going the other direction. Just hugging the fence a little bit here. Cruise around the outside. Man, that's a pretty sorghum field next to us. Wish we owned that too. But let's get this cut, get it all tedded up, rowed, and sure won't be too long when we find out if we had enough seed for that field. Oh, we forgot to repair the mower. That is unfortunate. We'll finish getting this done. This will be the last time we cut it without repairing it next time, but that's a little sad. So we could get a half cut in November, but this is the last full cut we're gonna get. So we'll get a little growth stage in October, and then we should be back to the first ready to harvest stage in November. So it's either wait until spring to get that extra cut. I guess we'll decide based off of need for the cattle. Got to get through the winter though. All right, let's get this done. And the tedder's all set up. We did leave this little bit out here that we didn't cut, but I think it'll be fine. Go ahead and lower this, enable it, get away from the tree, turn this into some hay, and we'll do the same thing. We'll look at the numbers before we start picking up, but we'll probably send a good amount of this to the silo, the feed silo, and a good amount of it to the fermenting silo. Same thing we did last time. Mix it on up. And another phase done, and we need to check on the planting because I haven't heard anything. I see they're still moving, but I feel like they've got to be low on seed at this point. So we'll get this put away back where it was and go check on that next. Oh, from here, it looks like they're getting close. Yeah, some good progress being made. I'm actually going to plop this in here for now. I think this is a good place to keep it. Go right there. And we'll drive on up and ask them how they're doing. 5% left to do that. That's going to be unfortunate because I think that is one thing we do not have extra of. I don't really want that expense right now, but we'll check in our seed storage here and see if I was smart enough or lucky enough to have extra, but I feel like that was the rest of it from last year. Actually, for that little amount, I'm just going to turn on buy seeds for now. And that will cause the money to go down a lot faster, but you don't have to worry about going to the store or back. A little cheeky this there. Time to rake this up. About halfway done with the grass process here. some good sized swaths coming in. Yeah, money's going down faster, but not as dramatic as I would be worried about. And then we'll just buy the exact amount that we need by doing it that way as well. And we'll do a big seed run when we do flip the other 3 fields in the spring. But let's concentrate on the job at hand, get this road up so we can move it over to the silos. That was an interesting path I took on all of these. But we were all done rowing it up, and I'm starting to think there was something that we were going to be able to sell in September. So I want to take a look at that here next and just make sure we're not forgetting something, because that money, that's starting to hurt. Starting to hurt. All right, that is put away. Let's shut that off and take a look at our handy dandy time-saving stock check. Nothing says September, but I feel like milk is at a really good price right now. Let's grab the truck, and then yes, this tanker here. It's not compatible, are you kidding me? Come on. All right, we'll grab a tractor then. I'm not 100% sure where the spot to sell this is going to be, so we'll have to take a look at that next. But let's get hooked up to the tanker, see if we can figure out exactly where to unload the milk. I think it's directly in front of us. Yes, it is. Okay, this was going to be quite a bit of loads, I believe. Now that's showing all the milk's gone, but if we go in here, we show, yeah, a good amount left still. So let's see where this is at. Wow, the dairy. Okay, let's get cruise control set to a better pace though. And let's look on our map. Where are we? Oh, it's at the dealership. Okay, not too far. I know exactly how to get there and back. It's not at the dealership, it's at the little fork in the road near the dealership, but only going 22. Okay, we can go faster. Good. There we go. 32. That's not bad. Okay, gonna be a lot of trips. Okay, cows have saved the day. Is this real? 18,000 for one load. I hope we have a bunch more loads. 18,000. We're at $28,000. Boom. All right, let's get the rest. And the 4th load is not quite full, but we will sell it here. Hoping to see that number at about 75,000 when we get done here. That would be pretty nice. I don't remember the last time we had this much money on this farm. I guess when we started with 100,000. Yeah, 75,000. Yeah, 75,487 is the number we have now. So much relief. We will double check that app to see if there's anything else that's worth selling today before we pick up the hay. But yeah, what a nice surprise that I almost forgot about. Okay, just taking a quick look here. The silage is at a pretty good price, but we don't want to sell that. Oats are on their way up. They'll peak in January. Seeing if these two value and max value are close and they're willing to, like, worth selling today. I think that's gonna do it. So let's go ahead and pick up the hay. Let's look at those numbers too, though, and right there will be a good place. 35,000 in silage and 43 in hay. So we'll do what we did last time. We'll do the first load of silage, see how much is left after that, and go from there. But we do need to also probably move some silage over here to start getting the cattle fed. Probably want to do a good feeding session before I log off for the night to get them all prepped for October and November. We got a lot to do in the next 2 months, so having them taken care of leading into that would probably be wise. So here we go. Get that first load. Try to avoid the trees, go for that obnoxious high angle. But we should, as we learned last time, basically get around the headland and have this thing full. And there we go for the first load. Barely around the headland. We'll be able to pick up the part right there that we missed on our way back. Let's go drop this load off and get the production back up and running to turn it into silage. All right, while that's dumping, we'll go ahead and head over here. And we want to activate hay silage. And then I also want to run right into the hay, but then come over here, take a look. Oh, I could have done it in the same screen. Yep, it is done. We'll deactivate that. And what do we have here? Okay, looking pretty good. We'll do the next load for hay and then keep going back and forth between the two types of product. And there's the first load of hay. We'll get that dropped off at the hay or the feed silo. Man, this is I really love this farm. I'm pretty sad that like I said earlier in the episode, that I found it so late. But we're learning a lot of what I want to do in the next iteration of Farming Simulator through this playthrough. Second load going into the fermenter, and then the rest will be hay. And all the grass has been picked up. I should say hay. All there is left to do is move a good amount of silage over here and make some more feed. Like I said, really want to make sure those cattle stay as healthy as possible. So once we get this hay dropped off, we will go get probably 2 loads of silage, bring it on over here, and then make a few mixtures of TMR. All right, that should do for now. We'll let that get emptied, and then we will head on in. Like I said, we'll do as many mixtures as we can with the silage that we have. These are literally our cash cows. Just go with my normal process, go about right there, go to silage, go about right there, and then hay. Good mixture. Okay, that was a little too much silage. We'll do a little less on the next one. Though it looks like this might completely fill them up. But we will do another mixture so we can just feed them in the morning. Oh, yeah, this will be risky. I would like to have a full load first thing in the morning. Let's do, so we're at 40%. Do that, TMR. Perfect. So that'll be ready for the morning. And we're all done today. $75,000 to our name. We look at our time-saving stock check, about almost $2,000, $200,000 worth of goods, but that's where I'm going to leave you. Stock's way up. I'll catch you on the next one. It's October on the White Farm. Last month we started making a good amount of money selling some milk. Now let's see if we can get this going even better. Let's see if we can make even more profit. Gotta take care of the animals. I've taken a little bit of a break from this series. I gotta reacquaint myself. But it looks like the soybeans are ready to harvest and the corn is ready to harvest today. And we do have the combine over there ready. Let's go ahead and get a mixture of food for the cattle. Remember correctly? Yeah, we did. We had it pre-prepped. We'll go ahead and just drop this off for them. And I believe the other animals are doing just fine at this point. We will want to check the straw here. Let's see. Straw is getting low, so we'll want to add a little bit of that, but this food will be more than enough to get us through the month. Chickens are doing good. We could probably sell the males. We'll do that in a little bit. And the pigs, we do have a bunch more baby piglets. But we will potentially be selling the adult pigs here pretty soon. Get us a little bit more cash coming in. All right, that's all set. Let's go ahead and just back up a little bit. Oh, there's a little bit left in here. Did it fill it up all the way? It did. So maybe we wait just a second and see if we can. That's not what I wanted to hit. Maybe we'll just see if we can drop this off to them. Okay, that's all set. Now, straw. Now, these are going to be, like, pun intended, our cash cows. So I do want to make sure we get them all taken care of. And why is the indicator not popping up? All right, straw's all taken care of. That was a little harder than it needs to be completely honest. Got plenty of slurry, we got plenty of manure, so when it's time to flip these fields, it should be a piece of cake. Let's take a look at this screen and see. October is great for milk. We do that first because prices are on their way down, and looks like October, November will be good for eggs. Prices are on their way up. That should be about it. All right, let's shut that off. I think we'll do a little bit of a milk run here. Kind of interested. Are we going to get a whole? No, we're not. Okay, so that was one night's worth. Not bad. So this will be about $16,000, I think is what it said in the window there. We'll go get that sold, and then we might end up putting a worker on this field to get it cultivated today while we do the harvest, and that'll just help us start getting prepped. But I do want to prioritize the soybeans because we could do the corn in November if we chose to. Here we are at the dairy. This sold. See what our dollar amount is. Nice to be profitable. That puts us at $87,000. We're back from selling the milk. It's time to get this all set up on the sorghum field. And so just get this cultivated, get it prepped for the next planting session. I am going to use coarse play on here. We'll do 2 headlands and do sharp like we always do, and we'll get that going. And then we need to get going on this harvest, because I have a feeling this is going to take a good amount of time. All right, got the header all attached. We'll start over here on the far side, and this will be real interesting because majority of this is going to be for profit, like we've talked about a lot. And does this, not on this map. Some maps allow you to drop straw for soybeans, but not this one. So we'll go ahead and just get going on this harvest. Looks like we're getting about 96, 97 bushels an acre. That's not terrible, but I don't think that's very good for soybeans. Yield bonus is only 88. Needs rolled. What else is missing here on this field? Let's hide the weeds. Needs rolled is the only thing. I don't understand why we're only getting I guess 90% some places. So I guess rolling and mulching would have got us to 100. I don't know. A little confused there. This should still be a really good investment here. Get a lot of soybeans. We'll fill up the pig pen with them, but then after that, we will probably sell the rest of them next July. One pass here. We're at 32% full. We're going to take a couple end rows off the end here. We'll probably do the same on the other side when we get back to it. But we should definitely be able to take some end rows and get back without having to unload. Then we'll get the semi over here. Start unloading. Seems to be good. Cultivating's going on. All the animals are taken care of. We just got to focus on this harvest. There we go. We got our first harvester full. Went ahead and switch the setting so we can see it's 10,570 liters. See how we're doing here. Looking good. Looking good. Making some good progress. But we need this truck here. Starting to debate internally what is our best course of action for the money we're making. And I think what I'm going to do is just keep an eye on the used market and see if there's anything that's going to help us out. Really getting to know some of these sizes. Like this is what we're using to cultivate right now. We're using the disc. And it's, it needs 180 horsepower and it's only 5 meters wide. If we look at our two tractors, that's what we use the feed with. That has 175 horsepower. And then the John Deere has 246 and the Case has 170. So we can go up to 240. If we were looking at like starting with cultivators, I kind of like using the discs on this one. Let's see the larger ones. We got some mods in here. Some lizard ones. We got this Storm Euro that's 12 meters, but it needs 400 horsepower. We got this John Deere one that's 6.6 that we could upgrade to. Not a huge upgrade. And then the other ones we just don't have enough horsepower for. But if we look at cultivators, going to be in a similar situation here where horsepower is really going to be the thing, but 250 would be close on these ones. Yeah, these are just big boys over here, and then we got some of our mods as well. Yeah, a lot of big boys. So I think we just kind of save up our money, and it might be, getting a large tractor with a lot higher of a horsepower might be one of our next moves. Okay, that's all unloaded. Let's get back to harvesting. We're all complete with this section of the field. We just got to do that area where we started. Just a little bit left, maybe 2 more passes down there. But we got almost a full load here. We're going to try to drop off in the semi. Let's go ahead and fill up the front first. So roughly around 20,000 liters so far in this harvest. I don't remember if that shows up in here yet. It doesn't until we put it in the silo, I believe. But, we got $225,000 worth of goods here. Some of them we won't be able to sell. Sorghum, we got 40,000. Straw, 24,000 we're going to use. Silage, 50,000 we're going to use. But it's kind of nice to look at this and just get an idea of where money is sitting. 19,000 in salads. Hopefully we'll get a little bit more before June in there. And we got just a little bit to put back. There we go. All right, let's get over to the other side of the field now and kind of see in the distance what we have left. Might just be one pass after the turn here. We'll get focused on this and get it done. Just a little triangle left. We got about 1,500 more liters. So about, 20, we'll see what the total is, but I believe we're sitting around 22,000. There we go, all complete. Let's go ahead and shut the header off. And we'll move the semi to unload it. And I think they're gonna be close to being done cultivating, so where we could get them onto this field next. Look at the map. They might have just finished, actually. I don't know why we didn't get a notification, but we'll take a peek at that here while it's unloading. Actually, it's going to unload real fast. We can come back and look at that. We'll take this and dump it. Oh, yeah, let's go ahead and take a peek. Oh, they are done. Yeah, let's move them over. And this one's going to take a little bit more time to where after we do the corn harvest, we might pick up on it. We'll see how it goes. And first waypoint, I think that's how we did it last time. We ended up finishing for them, and we should be able to get this stuff out of the way before we run into a problem with that. There it goes. Look at that. Very nice. Missed a little spot there, bud. Come on, van. Come on, van. Okay. Okay. Because that's how you would drive in real life. You idiot. All right, we'll go ahead and unload these. And at that point, we should start seeing soybeans in here. We do. I hope we are able to sell most of these because this number is looking pretty nice. in the time-saving stocks. We have 22,000 for $82,000 worth. We'll go ahead and take this over to the cornfield next. Then we'll get the combine. We'll bring the header trailer back and the header. So we got to swap out headers. But then I think we are going to purchase something that is much needed on this farm. Got to fold the combine to get in here to get this header. Oh, do we have weeds to take care of? Oh no, did we forget? We do. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. All right, that is all prepped, but we are gonna grab the truck. We're gonna head into the store for a purchase. Wow, no stopping at that stop sign. That guy's gonna get a ticket. I guess we would too. Goofball. All right, we are here. We are here. Let's go ahead and hop out here, jump into the store, and take a look at some stuff. $29,000. We are going to buy this little trailer that we can fill up with diesel. And if this truck can't pull it, it's getting sold right now. There we go. So then we will need to fill it up with diesel. And instead of spending money, extra money at the little tank on the farm, we could fill that tank up with this, or we could just drive up to the combine and the tractors when they're empty or low and fill up that way. I think this is a much more efficient way to run the farm. It'd be a lot of money up front to fill this up, but we're gonna do it. I think maybe we'll just go to halfway because that's ridiculous. $7,000. I mean, it is realistic. It is a very much a big part of the budget in operating a big farm. So, or having a farm operation. So this is definitely worth it. We're down to $50,000. So we spent a good amount of money today, but we got money coming in. Not too concerned about that at this point. But we wanted to do things wise and make decisions that just made sense for the size of farm we had. And I think this is money well spent. And we'll cruise right over here. Whoa. Forgot that was there. Do the harvester, get it all topped out. Shut the truck off. Wow, that was interesting. And look at that, filling up the goods we already had. We would have ran out on this harvest, I believe. Got some water in front of us. Kind of interesting. What a cool mod. There was some rain last night, so water does accumulate in the low spots of the map. Shouldn't affect the harvest at all. Still filling up over here. Should be somewhat of a quick corn harvest here. Will be the base food for the pigs. And about 38, almost 3,900 liters per acre, which is, I think, about the same as the soybeans were. But we get our pigs taken care of. We got our chickens taken care of. And we got the cows taken care of. One last harvest this year. Outside of cutting grass. Just about done with this harvest. We are going to unload right now. We got maybe a little bit more than one pass to go. 93,000 liters. You know, really questioning if we'd use the right field for corn. I think we will do this one next time. Corn, soybeans to the right, and sorghum over there. And just kind of rotate that way. We'll see. We have to make those plans here pretty soon, though, because in this playthrough, it's going to be planting season before we know it. All right, that's all done. Get back to the harvest. We got to take care of some weeds and check on the cultivating after this. It looks like we will get this in one go. Yeah, perfect. Get this all complete. Another 1,700 liters heading on over to the semi, and then we'll get this back at home. 1 o'clock, we already got both harvests done. We got 2 fields almost cultivated. Pretty productive October on the white farm. It's like 11,000 liters was the corn harvest, so about half what the soybeans were. Once this unloads, we'll go ahead and leave this here, go jump on the John Deere. Take care of some weeds today. Now let's remember, we did have herbicide. That's not going to be enough. Let's head over to the store and let's top off on the pallet that we saw over there, and I think we will stop by the truck out here and the diesel tank and fill up this tractor while we're at it. All right, let's see how much we have left here. Back on up, hook up the hose, fill it up. That should work nicely. And we finally made it back. 78% full. Oh, that didn't work out well for me. Let's go ahead and unfold everything, get this all ready. And again, I don't know what's again. I don't know. I don't know what I was gonna say. I'm really tired of these trees, though. They are driving me nuts. Start this way. Get this end row done, so we don't have to deal with the trees. We can see the weeds pretty well on this crop type, on the barley. I'm hoping this is well more than enough. 76% full. Should be good for this somewhat small field. I don't remember what happened up here. Not having a crop right there. It's interesting. Did we not cultivate that? Oh. This looks like dirt. It's bizarre. Must have messed up. Same with right here. Lots of weeds in here. But we got them sprayed. We got a little bit to finish here. Man, I don't know if I've seen a field this covered with weeds before. And you can see the notification on the top there. We ran out of fuel in the case. That's all finished. And we will deal with refill in the case in November. It's been a fun October. Thanks for hanging out with me. We'll pick up with finishing cultivating and probably start spreading some slurry and manure in November. But like I said, thanks for hanging out. I'm Socksway Up. I'll catch you on the next one. Welcome back to White Farm. Today we're gonna get some eggs sold. The prices are good. We got a little bit here, a little bit going on here, and we need to make sure the animals are kept up like we always do. I wanted to check on the grass field and see, is it worth cutting? It might be. It might be. It's not going to grow anymore until probably April. And we do have a decent amount in the feed silo. So I don't know if that's necessarily going to be that important. But let's take a look at the cattle. They do need a little more to get through the day. So we will go ahead and fill one up here. I did not see the straw. Yeah, we'll get some straw as well. Let's do that first. Go ahead and fill it up with straw, get that going for them. Then we're gonna prep some fields today. We're gonna prep some fields. We're gonna get ready for planting in the spring. Go ahead and get that unloaded. See if the money starts increasing a little bit more here as we have some eggs to sell. Salad should be coming up soon. In January, we're gonna have some things. No, we don't. It's gonna be June for the mixed salads. Milk is October. So we'll let that build up a little bit. I believe milk has 2 good times to sell. January, we could sell some of our corn if we chose to. Same with sorghum and the oats we will be selling in January. We'll see how far we get on this episode. We might get that far. Got a little messed up here with the cart. Pull forward so we can fix that. Let's back up so we can see what we're doing. So I want the trailer to go that way. There, oh, no, a little too much there. There we go. Now we're pretty straight. We weren't straight. Let's see. That should be good. We'll go hay here to about, man, a little more than 50%. That should be good there. And then silage. And we do have more silage that we can move over from the silage production. It'll be interesting to see, did we overdo it or do we need this grass field? That's the reality here. Do we need that grass field to get cut? If we bought this one, we don't have anywhere near enough money over here, not even close, or this one, not even close. So we're gonna have to get by with our own property here. And let's just remind ourselves what's in the production. We can go ahead and deactivate that, but we do have 57,000 liters of silage. It might get us through. Let's see where that puts us with the cows. 18,000, yeah, that'll get us through today. Chickens are good, and the pigs are getting close. All right, let's go ahead and head over and take a look at the chickens. I want to get rid of the males again. We have, yeah, a little bit here. And I wish this was something we could automatically do, but it's just one of our daily chores. We're going to resell as many of these chicks as we can. Okay, so that's good there. Now let's go look at the pigs, because I wanted to probably analyze. We have babies again. So that's what we've been doing. Where is, let's turn on the menus. I've lost, oh, it's right here. Right there. Okay, so we have some male boars here that are $375 each. I think it's time to go ahead and do that. They're worth a decent amount. We'll get $1,700 there. Got these females that are 11 months that are pretty good. Let's go ahead and get rid of them as well. Oh, just one. And then down here we have more. So we made, you know, roughly $10,000 there. Selling some piglets. No, $2,000 selling some piglets. And then, so that means base foods. Yeah, so that helps a ton with the base food there. Just some new piglets, and that's how we've been operating the chicks. So now I want the forks. I can remember where I put them. There they are. Oh, you're gonna need the trailer first, aren't we? Go ahead and take this home. Doesn't need to be here anymore. Swing this around a ton. Super jackknifed there. That's it's very, very Chris-like. And then, ooh, grab the trailer so we can get it prepped to put the eggs on it. It is November. We should see how good the milk price is. So we don't need the money, so I guess it would be advantageous to keep it until the price is better. But if we line up about right there, we should be able to easily load these eggs. Go get the forks. Now, did we? No, we gave ourselves room. I was gonna say, did we give ourselves room to get over here? Turn completely. I mean, it's a tight squeeze. It's a tight squeeze, but we can pull it off. There's one pallet on. Turn around here. What was that button? And just set it on the trailer, and we'll get the other one loaded up and head on to the store. Now let's see where the best place to sell eggs is gonna be today. We're gonna go to the fast food restaurant, which I don't really know where that is. It's behind us. It's behind us. It's not far at all. This was a good choice. Haven't been this direction yet, so we'll check this out, get some eggs sold, head back home, and I think we need to finish cultivating the soybean field. Oh, maybe we did go over here. I'm losing my mind. Losing it. It's a nice trailer. So we cruise around back here. This restaurant's gonna love these eggs. $8,500. That's well spent. Well spent. $8,500 in our name now for selling the eggs. Let's get back home, get some farm work going. I guess we could, yeah, we'll let the milk collect. I think with the grass situation, we will just let it ride until we absolutely need it. And then at that point, we can cut the almost ready grass if we decide to. But this one needs to be finished cultivating. Oh, we'll probably be able to cruise home. Let's cruise home, get some fuel, and then we can come back and finish these passes here. Shouldn't take too long on this one. And then we need to cultivate the cornfield as well. And we can start laying down some, I think we'll do slurry first and then manure. Now let's see. Oh, nope, that's not where we put it. We're gonna run out of gas looking for our tank. Oh yeah, we should be close enough. Should be able to just sneak on in here and fill on up. There we go. And we're back to the field to get this all sorted out and taken care of. Let's go ahead and lower. And this will be real quick. I know they were going the other direction on course play, but we will finish it up this way. And then we'll get the cornfield all cultivated as well. Well, we got all the fields cultivated now. I want to do a double check and make sure. Let's go ahead and grab this little spot that we don't need to do lime. Did notice a little area right here that we missed as well. We'll clean that up. But let's go ahead and stop real quick, jump in here and look at needs lime. Nope, needs plowed. Yeah, we're good. Just that little area there. Yeah, so we're good this year on lime. Let's go ahead and put the disc away. Next, we're gonna grab the John Deere and start working on applying some slurry so we can get a good application of fertilizer on these fields. Let's see what we got opening in here for this. Oop, that's not the way. It's not the way. There we go. Straighten her out now. Yeah, get it a little farther over. We're starting to get better at backing up, and we'll leave that there for now. Yeah, I think the John Deere definitely is the right choice for using the slurry spreader, and then potentially we'll see how far this lasts us, but we might have to switch over to manure. So I think what we'll do is the soybean field first, the biggest field. I mean, it's does take a little bit longer using these type of implements, but I love it. I'm loving this playthrough. Seeing the beauty of an actual cattle farm here and using all of the goods that the cattle's produce seemed like the missing piece of Cattle Ranch. So Cattle Ranch 25, it's gonna be a little different. All right, let's get this slurry put down. Looks like it's going in real nice here. Don't know if or how many tanks full this is gonna take. I don't remember if we did slurry on this field last time. I think we sprayed or spread fertilizer last time. Sprayed it. We did spray fertilizer on it last time, so we didn't do this process. So this will be the first time on this field using our own goods from our own animals, our own livestock. But let's bust it out. Looks like this is going to require about 3 or 4 tanks full, which isn't bad. We're not too far from the farm, so this should get emptied right about now. We'll go ahead and head on back in, get another tank full, keep on progressing. Back at it for the second tank. Should be able to get all the way back and start turning around. Might just be 3. I think it's going to be 4, but it might just be 3. Seems like we have plenty of slurry. We got our 3rd tank full from the cattle, and it might be enough, guys. It might be enough. We'll see. I still think it's going to be 4, but it's going to be close. And it's just barely going to be 4 tanks. I think we got plenty, though. We haven't dipped into the pigs yet, but we'll get this filled up. We'll finish this field, and then I think we'll do the bigger one next, because I would rather spread manure on the smallest field. Nice. Filled up again. I think we might be able to do all 3 of them with just slurry. That'll be nice. I don't know what that means we do with the manure. Maybe do we sell it? That would take forever. All right, soybean field is all complete. Let's head on over to, I forget what was in there. Sorghum field? I think it was sorghum. Start getting slurry spread there and hope we got enough, because it would be nice. But we'll do the small field of manure if we need to. And away we go. Let's get far enough over. We will do a nice little end cap here, do the headland, so we can turn around easier on this field. It's not as wide open as the soybean field is on the tree side. 62% still. I'm hoping we get most of this headland done, and then we can get some more. All right, that tank is empty. I'm super interested. I didn't look at the numbers intentionally. Was wondering, like, how much did this actually produce now that we have a lot more cattle this year? Oh, manure. Oh, we ran into it. Oh, did we get close enough? We did. All right, let's see. Fill it all the way up. Get us another one. It did. This is magnificent. Pretty confident we'll be able to do both fields now. Another tank used. I'm gonna be shocked if this next one's full. I'm gonna be impressed. All right, now I'm curious. That is a lot. So slurry, it's saying we're getting low. So I know those numbers didn't show up for the pig slurry, but we might be low on the pig slurry because we might not be producing a ton. So we'll find out though. Find out soon. All right, here we, yeah, 1,300. Oh no, so does that mean there's only 3,000? No way, we gotta have more than that from the piglets. Okay, maybe that was accurate. Nope, okay. Oh, bummer, not much slurry. Not much slurry from the pigs. Makes sense, we got a lot more cows than pigs at this point. Well, we just got baby pigs. I don't think this is gonna be enough to finish this field, so we might have to spread some manure on this one. It is what it is. It might be enough. Yeah, it'll be enough. Yeah, 33% should be plenty for this last pass. I really want all this grass over here, but way too expensive of a field. Way too expensive. Here we go. Last pass here. Then we'll swap out for the manure spreader for the cornfield. And that should be all the fields prepped for the spring planting session. All done. So I guess we'll want to save the manure and not sell it for the second application of fertilizer. after planting. I think that makes sense. We'll go ahead and drop the slurry tank where we've been keeping it. And we're gonna jump into the case now, hook up to the manure spreader, get that last field all prepped. And I think we'll dip into the cow manure first. 21% still in here. It's gotta be some stinkiness going on in here right now. All right, can we do that? I forget. Can we just sneak up right here? No. Probably just do this though, if we really wanted to. There we go. Get all that poop in there. This tractor might be underpowered for this, but seems to be getting up to speed. Okay, I forget how far over we want to be, so we'll go ahead and start right here. And it is open already. Let's just be able to turn it on. All right, we see the spread now. Let's scoot over a hair. Slight color change, not as obvious as the slurry. Wonder how well that's going to come across on YouTube. Not bad. Can see it a lot more obvious this direction. That's nice. And looks like we are going to get the rest of it on this pass, which is perfect. Spread it out the right distance. 4 passes, and I think it'll just be one of these trailers, which is even more glorious. And there's just a tiny spot here you can see that we need to get, and that'll complete all the field prep for year 2's planting session. Glorious. Let's get this put away. We'll probably rest a little bit, wait for some prices to be good on some goods to sell, and get through probably the whole winter. I do love that it's cold outside and these get, you know, the covers on them. So cool. It's not looking like we're gonna have snow today, which is nice. Let's go ahead and get some silage put in here, and we'll add some hay next and some straw. Get these guys fed, and I will check the numbers on straw is good for the day. We might need to do 2 mixtures today. Yeah, I think we'll do 2. How are we looking on new babies coming? Let's see if we have any that are close. 60%. Okay, not bad. Probably got more males in here. Yeah, a few male chickens, which we can leave for now. Piglets still have enough food. Sounds good. We'll do 1 more mixture today, though. There we go. It's got a little silage left. Be interesting to see if we can get through the entire winter without having to cut that grass. So this should be well above what they need after this is done, and it'll be close to filling up the capacity of the barn as well. I mean, a few more cows, and we might need to feed them more than once a day. All right, perfect. The chickens are fine, but the pigs are getting close on food. I am gonna grab some of the corn and plop it in there for them as we get close to deciding to sell some of it. Oh, the semi's in the way. Of course it is. Of course it is. We're gonna need it soon anyways. All right, that's out of the way. Now we can get some corn put into this trailer and head it on over and feed it to the piglets. And we're gonna take all the corn we have. Should be good to clear the door. And yeah, this should definitely get the pigs good for a while. 63,000 it says a year. 2,800 a month right now as their young little piglets. Yeah, that should get us through the winter. Okay, nothing else to do. Let's go ahead and make it January. Let me in. Let me in. And another day, another mixture of food for the pigs. They're not pigs. They are cows. That one made me a little nervous. There. And looking at our price stock check, we could sell the oats today. We could sell sorghum. We are going to fill up the chickens with food for that. We could sell some silage if we chose to, and that's going to be it. So the sorghum and oats is what we're going to sell. Apparently we have potatoes. I thought we used all the potatoes. Yep, we need 1 more load here. Oh no. Okay, we need to get a little more silage. Let's leave this in here. That's right. We need to switch tractors if we're going to do this. We can only do about a half load here because of the weight capacity that this trailer or this tractor can pull. But I think this 1 load here will get us through January. We can do the rest in February. Yeah, that should be plenty. All right, get back over here. Oh, I'm stuck. Back in here, grab some more silage. And then the rest we'll do as well. It did work, okay. And that should be enough to get them into February a little bit too. All right, before we sell the oats and sorghum, we're gonna go ahead and grab as much sorghum as possible and feed the chickens. Early in the summer, we will have some barley to add to the equation for chicken feed. I think it makes sense to top them off before we head to town to sell the goods. I don't remember if the chicken coop's gonna hold this much, but find out momentarily. It's taken, okay, so we'll leave that trailer there and we'll fill them up later on. Now, let's grab the truck, back into the silo. Go ahead and fill this up first with the rest of the sorghum. Go, now we can back potentially get the oats in here. Let's see where we're selling. All right, going to the co-op. It was a little slippery drive over here, but we've made it. It's like some of the snow's starting to melt from last night's snowstorm. The little blizzard we got. It's always my favorite day. It's the making money day. All right, let's cruise on in here. Sell the oats first. Be nice to sit at 100,000 when this is done. I think we're gonna. 31,000 from that. And then the sorghum, 22,000 from the sorghum. We're sitting at $107,000. We haven't been checking the used market, you doofus. Oh, nothing. Well, what is that? What is this? Field creator. Ah, we don't have the horsepower for it. Well, I'm gonna head home. Get this all put away, get some rest, because we're gonna have to get real busy around March-ish. The next episode, we will pick up with February. I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for hanging out. I'll catch you on the next episode. So we are back on White Farm today. It is February. We need to sell the milk. It was at a pretty good price, even though October is the best. And it was building up, and with this small tanker that we have, I think we're gonna go sell it, and I'm gonna look at possibly buying an upgrade for this, because if I did the math, this is going to be 6 trips today, maybe 5 trips, and that's just very time consuming. And we talked about not running people over, but we talked about wanting to be more efficient on this farm before we expand. And I think that's one of the things we might look into. We'll see how much a bigger tanker costs and potentially pull the semi over here and get that picked up and be able to do it in, less loads. Let's go get this sold and see how the money is going to look today. I have a feeling we have about maybe $80,000 worth of milk right now. Seems like a good amount. We're going to pretty quickly get to the planting season as well here, but just had some winter chores to finish up today. Let's go ahead and get this sold and see what one tank's going to bring us. And then while that's going, we'll just wait till the end and we'll see. Then we'll jump into the store and take a look at some things. Yeah, 17,000 for that. Let's go ahead and, oh, that would be nice, but we don't need it. We don't need it. Go into animals. It's $68,000. It would pay for itself today. But let's go ahead and drive this to the store and see what we can get for selling it. And then we'll have to take the tractor back, go get the semi, and go pick up the tanker and try to make our money back. Kind of hurt a little bit. We're back to $55,000. Okay, let's jump into the sales zone here and make sure we don't accidentally sell, sell the wrong thing. All right, in here, we'll go ahead and repair it and repaint it. And ooh, 22,000 puts us back to 72. And we're gonna repair our tractor while we're here. Okay, I don't think we can pull that with the tractor, so we will go get the semi and get that home. Okay, let's see how much milk we have in here, and hopefully it fills this thing all the way up. Max weight, and we still have some more. All right, good to know. But that's still gonna save us a lot of time. We'll be able to get there quicker with the semi. It'll be a little slick on the snow today. Plows haven't been by yet to clear it up, and it's still coming down. So we'll drive careful, see what 24,000 liters gets us. I think we'll get back above that $100,000 mark today. All right, moment of truth. Moments of truth. I mean, we know it's going to be good. I'm just hoping we make our 60-some thousand dollars back. All right, 27,000. I don't know why that stopped. That was interesting. And then the second half of this, sell for another 27,000. We're at 126, so yes, definitely worth buying this. And we're sitting pretty. We're sitting pretty financially. Just 7,000 this time. But it'll be another like $16,000, so that'll be good. Let's go ahead and get it there. And then we will probably get to March. And with the remainder of the milk sold, we are sitting at $16,500, or we got $16,500 that time. Our grand total is $142,000 in the bank account. So I might have messed up by selling all of the sorghum. We're gonna put the rest that we can in here, and then we're gonna loop around to the pigs and give them the rest of it, because we might run out of pig feed again. What a predicament. We do have potatoes, but those won't help them much. So we'll get this going, and then I think they'll have about 4 months, maybe 3 months worth of food. Eek. Probably be buying some pig feed. All right, that's all unloaded. Let's take a look. So 16,000, yeah, they can get by for a little bit. Chickens can get by for a little bit as well. And that should wrap up the month of February. Cows are fine. Took care of them off camera. And I think we were successful to get all the way to April with the goods we had to feed the cattle. They're going to be good after I drop this 12,000 liters of TMR in here for them. I think they should be, yeah, they need 21. So yeah, they need more. They need even more. 3 months since last birth. We do have more babies. Yeah, so that number is getting larger. The pigs are getting larger. We might get rid of the pigs. No straw. We should add straw there because they're not giving us any manure right now, but we might be done with the pig operation. I'm not sure yet. But let's take a look at the calendar and see what we can plant today. I think we're going to do some oats. Yeah, I think we'll do oats today. Let's get the John... No, we'll use the case. I believe this is the cedar. Could have my implements confused. It is, and we're out of seed. Oh, that's right. We can't do it on this, can we? Because it lifts a little bit. Let's see. I wanted to look at something in here, though. Let's look at cedars. Yeah, everything needs so much more horsepower. I think we're overpowered with what we're using, too. Let's see if we got mods in here. Yeah, they're just the old school ones. This one would be nice, though. Oh, we could use that. Use that a lot already. Yeah, I don't know. Thought we had some seed in. Do we not have seed in there? Onward to the store we go. All right, I went ahead and bought... Oh... I'm a dummy. I am a dummy. So I had the sales location at home and I bought it because I didn't actually drive the tanker back home, guys. You caught me. And this is, what is this? I thought it was seed. Oh, it's solid fertilizer. Yep, let's go home. The seed is at home. We bought 3 bags, so we drove here for no reason. But we'll go get that picked up, and then we're going to head to what was the soybean field, and we're going to do oats in there. Oats seem to be a big money maker for us. And I think we might end up... Gosh, I might look into a baler because we got more than enough straw to get us by. And we're going to have even more from the barley field. And I bought solid for... Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm an idiot. What a waste of money. Bags and... Yep, I hit the wrong thing. It's just one of those days. All right, we are at capacity and it is lifting. Okay, so we will switch tractors. Was concerned about that. Little swirly here, too. Got the front weight on there at least. All right, go ahead and get it lowered. Get it activated. We're getting some oats in the ground here in March on the White Farm. Exciting. Would really like the ability to have a wider cedar because this looks intimidating at this point. But I think we can get it done. Well, I've handed over planting to a worker. We got half of it done. I decided to split that field in 2 halves and did one of the halves first, and you'll see when we get over there. I'm hoping it'll work with a regular worker. We didn't do course play. They might get stuck, but we're going to get the manure filled up, and we got to go do the second application of fertilizer on that field. Yeah, so they're over there. You can see them way in the distance. This side over here is completely done. So they did turn around successfully, so we should be good to have them finish the planting for us while we take over spreading manure. Apparently I still have a course loaded on this one on this field here, though. So we'll loop like so and activate it. Oh, a little too close again. There we go. Getting some manure spread. Get that second application of fertilizer done. Oh, yeah, they cultivated this for us. That's right. That's what the course is from. But this is going on good. Doesn't seem to use too much, so we'll have plenty of manure to finish this. Shouldn't be too many trips back and forth to be too annoying. Not bad. Looks like they are finishing up the last pass there. We're doing a little bit of the rest of this. This is the second trailer full. Not too bad. I think we'll be able to get away with maybe just one more to get this done getting fertilized. Yeah, especially with how far this just got us. So once that stops, we'll just cruise on up, fill it back up, come and finish this field. Pretty good March so far. Beautiful weather. But we did have to do one more trailer full, but this is just the last little section here that we have to spray some manure. It's a little awkward corner turn. See, we moved the John Deere out of the way so we didn't spray it. That would be a mess to clean up. Just one tiny little spot left. Oh, and I'm a doofus. I'm on the wrong side. There we go. That should take... Oh, we're getting the neighbor's grass field. Hopefully they don't mind. All right, let's get this home. We'll get the John Deere home. And that's all we got to do in March. Oh, I see a spot up here too. Some of these other ones are just fertilizers not taking, I guess. But this one we did miss at the beginning. So we'll get that taken care of. Plenty of manure left. I think we will do the other two fields this way as well. Make sure we're using all this good and let that slurry build back up. There we go, all complete. Busy traffic day, look at that. So many vehicles on the road. Must be a concert or something going on. Only used 44% of the seed. We overbought again. And I think it'd be wise to just prep the John Deere there for April. Gonna put some soybeans in the ground there, but I'm gonna go ahead and get some rest. Not much to do. Pretty eventful day though. We got a lot done. Cattle. All the livestock is taken care of. We got everything but sheep in this playthrough. Oh, look at all the mixed salads too. That's amazing. Everything looking good. There's whiskey. Let's go ahead and get whiskey fed. If we can get through the door. And I will see you in April. Welcome back to White Farm. We are just about out of hay and silage. Probably a couple more days would have made it, but it's April now. We got some rain coming, so I do want to get the cows fed and then get on the fields pretty quickly. So we'll get that going. I believe straw is going to be just fine. Yeah, well, straw will be good for the day. You use about 8,000 a day there. Now 22,000 in food. We should have plenty. Get this all unloaded, and then we're gonna get the case set up on spraying some weeds in the new planted field that we did last month, and then we're gonna get some soybeans laid down in the field that was corn last year. So I do want to work on a course play here. So we'll get just into the field. We'll clear this existing one and just let that generate. It's going to be an interesting little waypoint, but they should get it taken care of for us. And we're going to quickly switch on over to the John Deere. We got it already prepped for soybeans. Switch to right there, activated. And we're getting some soybeans in the ground. We're going to do corn on the field to the right, but we're going to do that in May. So we'll get what we can done in April here. Get a little bit of fertilizer put down on this field after planting it. And hopefully the weeds will be done being sprayed by then, and we can move on to the month of May relatively quickly. Yep, the money's going down fast. We decided to elect to have the worker purchase the herbicide for us. So the money is going down a little faster than it should be having a worker, but we got this last pass going on the new soybean field. Not going to make a ton of money next year on soybeans, but Thought it'd be good to have a high money, high profitability crop in this tiny little field. And then the field next to us, we're gonna plant corn next month, like we mentioned. So I just need to get the manure spreader out here, get some manure on the ground, and then we should be set. And I think today's gonna be the day we sell the piglets. I think we are gonna get rid of the pigs, get rid of a good amount of the chickens to make sure we can get by. I do know we have a couple months until we have some more feed for the chickens. We made a mistake. We sold too much sorghum. But this planting session's all complete, so I get the seeder put away. It's done for the year. We do have the planter that we will be using next month, so it's time to put this away until next year. Oh, perfect timing. They just finished their work, and we just got the fertilizer spreader all filled up. We are gonna cruise through our opening here and go over to that field and get it spread. So we're sitting at 125. We got a good amount of stuff still to sell before the end of the year, so we still have some money coming. But I think what we'll do is we'll start right on the edge here so we know how far we're going, and to be as efficient as possible, I think I might just come back up and head down this direction every time just to make sure we're not messing up a little bit on what we're spreading. Yeah, that worked out real nice. We didn't waste any manure. Got it all done. Still 33% left in the tank here in the trailer. Pretty effective. I'm really liking this process. I keep saying that a lot, but I never thought that would be enjoyable to me. We're growing. We're changing. All right, let's head on over here. They're getting a little bit bigger. I think it's time. I think the experiment was fun, but boy, 46 piglets. Let's see how much money we can get for this. $1,200 there. And on this one, it's gonna be $1,400. If we had our own trailer, we would have made a little bit more money moving the animals around, but that's about it. We're gonna call it a wrap on the pig feed. We do have a lot of food left in there that will kind of go to waste, but it is what it is. Let's head on over to the chickens, and we're gonna minimize what we have here to also help us get by. So what we've been doing is selling all the males. So let's go in here and try to get rid of as many of them as possible. See if we can get that feed per month down to a reasonable amount that makes us feel like we can get by. And we'll go from there. That's all the males. And so now it's saying we're down to 2,600 a month in food, with nothing in storage for them. So I guess we could buy one thing of chicken feed or some type of grain here. But I think we'll go ahead and make it the month of May. Nothing else for us to do around the farm, nothing to sell. We'll check prices in May on some of our goods and go from there. Well, we've got the food added to the cows for the day. We're adding a little bit more straw here as well. It seems like this is absolutely gonna be a daily chore moving forward with the amount of cattle that we have. And I don't know if any of them are worth selling. I mean, we got some that are worth thousands of dollars here. And yeah, that might be something we look into at this point, since it is costing us $23,000 a month to feed them now. And that might just be more than we can handle on this farm. Interesting stuff. Let's see if we can, let's turn on the, oh, we ran out of water. We did run out of water. All right, we got a lot to take care of. Let's turn on the menu so I can see. Let's take a look here. 25 cattle. If we got rid of some of our eldest ones, would that really be, it's just one there, 39 months old. Reproduction is, oh, they're really close to reproducing. So maybe next month we get rid of that one. This one just reproduced. I'm going to think through that while we do today. Well, that's awkward. We bought 2 bags of chicken feed and I have no idea where they went. Should be right here. It should be. They're in here. That's hilarious. Okay, we're going to have to move those out. That should not have done that. That shouldn't have done that. All right, let's just, yep. Little bit of super strength going on here. So now we're sitting just about a daily amount for the chickens. They're gonna go a little bit without feed, but in June, we should be harvesting this barley. And that should give them some food for a good amount of time. Yeah, we gotta get some water going here. Lots of things to do. Lots to do. And this should get both of them back alive. And we did get the goods moved over, so I need to run over here and activate the production again. So many mixed salads this year. I love it. Oh, it was still activated. Okay. So we got to get some fields planted. We got to get some grass cut today as well. I'm just going to leave that tanker there for now. It feels like we're one tractor short on this farm right now. But it's only certain days like today when there's a lot to do. Okay, we got filled up with with corn seed. Let's sneak over here and fill up with fertilizer, and we won't have to do the second application because we can do it while we're planting. And I'm sure we'll have to fill that up again, but that's how we're gonna roll here. And I do want to shut off that setting that I turned on a minute ago so they stop buying things. I always forget which one it's in. So let's turn that to off. And because I can, I'm gonna have a worker plant. Do 2 headlands. I think that'll be good. First waypoints. Stole some of our money, even though it shouldn't have. I'm gonna give ourselves back that $1,900. Nope, it's fine. And they missed a little bit at the beginning. But we're gonna go here. We are gonna cruise on up to the store and purchase some herbicide because we do need to do both of these fields. We also need to take care of the grass field. We didn't mow it last month, even though we could have. And that might have been a mistake. We'll get one less cut in this year, but we're gonna get that done today. All right, we're here. Let's make sure we fix the sales location, get that reset, and purchase a little bit of herbicide. $2,400 worth. Aw, man, I wish we could take these back with us. But this should be plenty for those 2 fields. Let's get home. We'll do the first field, and then we're gonna switch to cutting some grass. So the cattles really are the money maker, right? We're making all of our money off of milk and, yeah, a good amount of our money off of milk. So I think the plan would be to expand that part of the operation. Originally, when I started this playthrough, I didn't really want to do a main focus on cattle because I do that a lot, but it's super enjoyable and I don't see any reason not to at this point. So we might make somewhat of a decision today to figure out a way to expand our cattle operation. And the first step to doing that would be acquiring another piece of land that has grass on it for feed. So we'll get the weed sprayed here while I'm completely, comprehending or contemplating what I want to do with that. And yeah, we'll just have that little... Oh, I did it again. Hold on. Let's not do that because we wasted a lot last time doing it that way. So we want to start over on this side, and then we... and then we can make the width of the spraying smaller to do that last pass. But yeah, so I'm going to contemplate what I want to do and how I want to pull this off. Because I think we know we have a lot of money coming in. So if we do something to be able to purchase some land, we know it's not going to hurt us financially because of the amount of money we have coming in the rest of the year. Let's zoom in so we can see. Sorry, I always forget the button here. Control Z. And that's probably too wide, but I think that'll be safe because I think the next one down might be too skinny. Let's see. No, it's good. Okay, so we should be able to finish up going like this. I'll have to reset that before we do the field next to us, but that will be in June. And gosh, I thought we were going to have the oats to harvest in July, but it looks like that might be August at this point. We'll definitely have the barley to harvest in June. So we need to get the corn finished, but we got some time to kill before doing that. In a little bit, I'll check on the fertilizer there to see if we are going to have to refill that for that field. But yeah, we're going to look at some land here next. All right, that's all reset and done. Let's go ahead and take this home for now. They're making some good progress on planting. Looks like they got one headland done at this point. Working on the second one now. Okay, that's put away now. Let's do a little bit of investigation work here. So the fields that I had my eyes on are the grass fields, which we have down here in the bottom right. We have this one here next to 14, the one next to 17, and the one we've talked about a lot. This one is ours. So farmland-wise, 132,000 for that one. 120,000 for this one, 275 here, 215. So I think this one's the one we want to target. So we're 4,000 short. And I think for the first time on this playthrough, well, let's see, anything close to selling. Value here is pretty good. We'd lose a little bit of money with the mixed salads, and it's going up. We could sell a little bit of silage just to fund this. The egg prices aren't bad either. So we would lose 2,000 on eggs. We would lose 3,000 on salads, potentially. Straw would be about 3,000. Hay, a little bit there. Soybeans, not worth it. Potatoes could fund it. Let's do that. Let's fund it with potatoes. No, potatoes won't get us enough. All right, let's do a little bit of the mixed salads. Actually, we don't use this. We do not use this. We're back up over to the truck. We're gonna take it. We're gonna sell this. We're gonna use this to fund it. Got equipment just sitting around, not being used. If we didn't accidentally buy all that fertilizer, we could afford this right now. But we'll go ahead and back it up right here. Give us room to open the ramp if I can turn around. All right, get it all strapped in. And let's head on in, get this sold. All right, that needs refilled. So we'll go ahead and take care of this first, and then we'll get the planting session back going. So here we are. Go ahead and repair this, and I'm not gonna repaint it, but that gave us more than I was expecting. Okay, so now let's hop in the map, and let's go ahead and get that purchased. Go farmland here, and buy that. And we still have $4,900. Let's get home. We need to get the John Deere refilled. I'm assuming it's fertilizer it ran out of and not seed. And then after that, we'll get the case all set up and prepped to start cutting. Oh no. That's what happens when you try to drive like a maniac. And we'll start prepping the case to cut the new field. We're gonna have one field for silage and the other field for hay. Didn't even check, just gambling that that's what needs to be filled up. So we got this bag that we're gonna drive on over here. And let's see. Yes, it was. Okay, so now we can go nearest waypoints. Let them continue. And because of that, I'm gonna leave the truck here because I have a feeling we're gonna refill that multiple times today. How did you get over here? Now, it is the first time cutting this field, so I don't know how well it's been maintained. So we won't be, you know, exactly getting the results that we might be getting when we're taking care of the field. So we will cut this, get it analyzed afterwards, and start taking care of it as our own. Oh, we got the weeds to take care of over here. I thought we did that. We did do that, but it didn't finish. Okay, so we'll have to do that. We'll have to do that. But we'll go ahead and start getting this cut down. Yeah, so the size isn't looking great here. But this is a large field compared to the existing grass field that we've been cutting. And if we really wanted to, at some point, we could just make this one large grass field. Potentially. Dude, don't trust workers, even on course play, apparently. They didn't spray this field at all. I wonder if it bought fertilizer and not herbicide. I did not check that at all. That's unfortunate. And just finishing up the first of the two grass fields here. Always this little awkward area on these L-shaped fields left at the end. I don't know if it's the way I cut it or if it's just the width difference on the turns and the little extra area that we do get, but it's all well taken care of now. I think what we will do is bust out cutting the grass on the other field before we process, or before we move on to windrowing this. So we will cheekily pretend like our fence doesn't exist. Go ahead and lower it, enable it, and continue on with another cutting session here. And then we'll get the tedder on this field. We'll just row the other field, but we'll do things in order that makes sense equipment-wise. So we'll get the tedder out next, ted this up, get the rower out, row both fields. And then it's going to be a nice long pickup session with the auger wagon. All right, we got the planting session all complete. It looks like based on that notification, and this mowing session's all done. So we'll get the mower put away. I think what we're going to try, we're going to try to have a worker do the tedding on this field while I grab the John Deere and get the windrowing going on the other field. Let's go here. Let's go target position like that. Open that and then generate. Okay. Okay. So then we'll switch this to first. And there we go. Okay. Now we can get this put away. See our running costs on it. We're down to, oh, I'm turned around. We're down to $4,000, but we got a lot of money coming in soon. And just checking on our worker here. Yeah, lovely. They're cruising. They are cruising. We're going to sneak right in here. That lowered. And away we go, making our swaths. And this section will just be turned into silage. And the other one will be hay like it's already being turned into. And I think that'll be a good setup long term. We could alternate, do silage on the other field next time. Or We could just completely always do silage here and start selling the extra. Feels good to expand. We definitely needed to get a little bit more of something going on in this farm, and I think this was the right call. Extra work for us, but it's work that's real doable, real easy. So let's get this folded up. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch tractors here. I'm gonna go ahead and get this prepped for course play here. And let's see, do we have to do the same thing? Nope, it worked. So we'll go ahead and go first waypoint. Switch to this, get the tedder put away, switch to the auger wagon, and start picking up the grass on the silage field. And that'll be a great process. First time picking up the grass here. We don't know how quickly these are gonna fill up, but again, this will be probably the worst yield that we get on this field, as we'll start taking care of it ourselves a little bit better. We're gonna have to find out if it needs lime, but we need some money, because if we do need to put lime down, we gotta lease something, because we don't have a spreader. So we'll keep cruising along. I'll keep you updated on the progress on this field, and we'll get it done. So we got that whole outside pass done, and we're at 81%. Max weight is 82% on here. So it's gonna be a little bit back and forth, but not too many swaths, so it won't take that long. And all of this is going over to the fermenter. And I'm gonna get this far area done first so that the long drives are out of the way, and then we'll work on the closer area. It looks like they're doing a great job rowing over here for us, so we can pick up that hay pretty quickly once we're done here. Start unloading here. Get the production back up and running. This will be grass silage this time. Already producing silage for us. Gotta love that production. Let's get back out there, get the next loads. Keep it going. All right, we are all done, and I think we kind of lost track of the amount that we've gotten. So we'll take a peek in the production to see how much, and we're gonna wait till June to pick up the grass or the hay on this side. We're gonna let it dry out. Kind of running out of time for this episode. Want to get it edited and out to you guys so we can pick that up in June and treat these fields as well and do a little harvest. But let's get this dropped off, and then we'll take a look at the numbers. Okay, 6,000's already produced. So we got just under, it looks like 99,000, just under 99,000. So about 98,000 liters of silage is what will be produced there. Not bad. I think that was a good purchase by us. We got some eggs here, going pretty good. We got some milk. Let's go ahead and try not to make you guys dizzy there. Oh, I guess I didn't need to fill that up. But this is going to get, I think, to the weight limit. Yeah. So we're close to needing to sell some milk. I don't think prices are good yet for that. Milk. Oh, we just took it all, so we can't see it that way. But we can hop over here and find it. Yeah, it's a little low right now, so we'll leave that as is, but we will pick up where we left off in June. I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for hanging out. Welcome to the year 2 finale of White Farm. We got 2 harvests to do today. We need to get some feed for the chickens. That'll be on the oat field, or the barley field to our left, and then the oat field's going to be ready in July. But it is time to sell the mixed salads, so we're going to head on into the store for that, get it sold, and then we need to pick up the hay because we're just about out of hay in the feed silo, and we need to get a little bit more feed to the cattle. After that, we need to get some barley for the chickens. We're going to the diner. I went the wrong way, but we'll get there. We'll get there. Okay, here we are. I don't remember how the entrance of this place works. I think it's just like slide off the road. Oh, yeah, it's just right in front of it. Okay, cute little diner. See the brakes get enough there. We're getting all of them. Good little bit of money to start the day, $38,000. Let's go ahead and head back, and we can get going on that harvest. Or we'll pick up the hay first. We'll pick up the hay first so we can get that going, move over probably a little bit of silage as well to get another trailer full or another mixer full of TMR for them. And it looks like there's another wheat field right here ready to harvest. Too bad it's not ours. Yep, all those weeds, couldn't take care of them. We didn't have a tractor to drive through and not do too much crop damage. It's unfortunate. Looks like 16 was never planted. Interesting. But we also need to take care of the weeds in the cornfield today. Keep that in mind. We'll get a worker working on that for us momentarily. Busy June and July on the White Farm. I think my game just crashed, guys. That was strange. All right, well, that was running. I didn't mean for it to be. Oh, man. What is going on? Tabbing is struggling. There we go. Oh, fuel's low. We'll go ahead and get some fuel, and then we're going to pick up the... Actually, while we're here, let's just grab some of this silage and move it over. A little bit of grass left, but we do have 93,000 liters. So silage is looking good. We got to take care of the grass field too. We got a lot to do here in June. Go get that tipped. While that's going, I think we'll move the John Deere out of the way. Get the rake put away. I was ready to be done last session. There, just top off on some fuel and then we'll get going to pick up the hay and we'll get to that harvest momentarily. Looks like we're out of diesel. We'll have to make a run to the store here soon to fill that back up. Good thing we have some cash in hand, but that should be enough to get us through today with the case. Hopefully the harvester might need some though. But away we go, picking up this hay, much needed. I think we had 3,000 liters left, so the timing was perfect on that. The cattle do have food right now, so they'll be okay while we pick this up. But we did have some interesting comments about getting rid of the Angus cattle and just focusing on Holstein since we're making all of our money off of milk. So we're gonna take a look at that here momentarily as well. And I don't want to do the slaughterhouse again. We've done that in a lot of series. I want to just use base game productions as far as that's concerned. Okay, we get that dropped off, and while that's going, I do want to get this other mixture going for the cattle. It's just one load so far, but 22,000 is going to be more than enough to get us what we need right now. So we'll go here. I'm going to about 36%, and then with the straw, I've been going to about 66, and then the rest, hey, should be able to fit this entire mix in. Perfect. Yeah, game's freezing a lot today. I'm a little concerned. Might need to restart the computer. So this is, I think it's right here. Right? Yeah. Oh, wow. Menus are loading slow. All right, we're going to go through here, and all of the ones that say Angus, we are going to sell. 200 bucks there. This male one, oh yeah, 3 grand. Decent amount of money there. Another 3 grand. All right, we're down to 16 Holstein cows. And what does that do to us monthly? Now we just need 14,000. Okay, and then I also wanted to get a little bit of straw going in here. We'll have to do this tonight as well, I believe. But they were freshly out of straw. Plenty of manure, so the little bit we lost there, no concern. All right, we got the males sold. Game restarted. Hopefully the lag goes away. Seems to be running a little bit better. Get the rest of this hay picked up. Busy June. Got another comment about my course play settings, and I don't believe that they're on at all. Let's take a look. Off. What about repairs? AI workers. I don't see anything on here. What about in the course play settings? Automatic repairs, don't repair. Fuel threshold, that's fine. Wages, 100%. That should take care of that. Thank you so much for the comments. I forgot about the course play settings, not just the game settings. But while we pick up this hay, I figured it's time to start multitasking because of the amount of things we have to do. Hopefully 82% is enough to spray this entire field. Get that generated, and I'll let them go on their merry way. And we'll get back to picking up this hay because those harvests and taking care of these grass fields is still on our to-do list. And the hay is all picked up. Just a little 1,400 liters in here on the last load. But that should allow us to switch over to taking care of these fields now, even though our sprayer's being used. We'll have to take a look at that other field and see if it needs lime, make a decision right now based on that. Oh, we just missed it. Let's back up, crank it a little bit more to the left. There it is. All right, let's take a look at that field data. Needs lime. It does need lime. Okay, how's this going? Pretty good. They're gonna be done momentarily. Let's take a look at the used market just in case. Nothing there. And then leasing this for one field. Yeah, makes sense. And we do have our own lime. So I'll go ahead and head to the store, pick that up, and then we will come back, fill up the lime. And hopefully it's enough. Yeah, I don't think 2,200 liters is going to be enough. But we'll use what we have and go from there. And away we go, applying lime. Forget how wide this is. Is it not taking it? Hold on. It said it needs it, right? Needs lime. Can we not do it at this growth stage? Oh, boy. What a waste. All right, we'll have to do it next time we cut it. Waste of money. I thought we could do it at this stage. Fertilizer we'll have to do either way. That's really silly. You can't, like, go a month without treating this stuff. Oh, well. Let's go ahead and unload that and return this. Lost some cash, but it is what it is. I think we'll go with slurry. I haven't done this in a little bit. We've been using manure lately. Hopefully there is enough, and we'll see if this actually takes. Relearning the game when I don't play with precision farming. And there we go. Is it taking? Let's double check. It is. Okay, perfect. All right, we'll get this done. At least we'll get 100% fertilizer on this, and the lime bonus we'll have to get next time. And this should be the last little section to put slurry on this field, and I'm hoping we have enough to do the other grass field. be just about that was just 2.5 tanks almost, because I did fill up prior to being empty there. We did get all of the pig slurry as well, so that's all used. Didn't want that to go to waste or forget it was there. We'll go ahead and line up here, use this 73%, and then hopefully we don't have to switch to manure to finish this field. And all done. We did have enough slurry. Field's all prepped and ready for next cut, which should be in August. We'll get this put away, and it's time to finally get to that barley harvest. Should be able to just sneak the header through. No reason to bring the trailer with us. It's exciting. I always love it when we get to start harvesting. Got this turned on. We'll go ahead and just get into the field now. 3,500, 3,400 liters per acre. And let's go ahead and turn that on so we can get some straw from this. We're looking good so far. Yeah, 3,500 liters per acre. Should get some good barley over here for the chickens. We'll bring the smaller trailer over first and get them all fed because they are completely out of food. I elected not to buy them chicken feed this morning. So they've gone a few hours without food. Not the best chicken daddy, but we'll get it taken care of. Let's get this harvest done. And we got to get to July because we still got that other harvest to do before we wrap this year up. And looping around the second time, and we're all the way up to 4,000 liters per acre, which is good. The yield's a little bit better inside the field, apparently. 70% full at this point. We'll get this completely full. Get the trailer should be rocked. That trailer right there, the red one. And we'll get that over to the chickens, and then we'll get this harvest done. I think we'll start multitasking here to pick up the straw as well. Got to get that moved over to the feed silo. All is going good. All is going well right now. And just about full here. Got 2 headlands done. We'll start doing ups and downs on this side of the field. But once we get to 100%, we will stop and unload. Up to 4,200. So this harvest is just getting better and better. There we go, all full. Let's grab this tractor. Almost ran out, only 4% left. That is perfect. And here we go, unloading. I don't think it all will fit, but this will be plenty to get the chickens back up and healthy. Healthy chickens, that's the goal. The goal of the day. And the microphone's quiet. Why does that keep happening? Something about this new PC keeps messing with my mic. Here we go. That's better. We'll have to fix that in editing for you guys. Maybe all this will fit. Wow. Impressed. All right, just back this up and we can get them all fed. And we will leave this trailer here for them because it's not going to take it all. Very close though. But we'll get the John Deere out of the way so we can get the semi, because we will do the rest of the harvest with the semi and the big trailer. That way we only have to worry about having it full once. And about right there will do for now. Get them on their way, and we're going to switch over to this tractor, pick up the auger wagon, start multitasking. And away we go. Be nice to be able to get all this done in the same session. Time to unload the harvester. Should be stopping any second now from being 100% full, but it looks like we did catch up to it prior to that. There it is right there. Perfect timing. Unfortunately, they did have to stop for us. All unloaded. I think they might be able to finish with one more load, but we'll see. 10,000 right now in reserve for the cattle, and we messed up there. There we go. Yeah, 10,000 so far. Hopefully we get to about 20,000, not for the cattle, for the chickens. Plenty of straw to help out with the cattle, and we got one more field for goods for straw-wise, but not necessarily feed. Hopefully this is enough for a year. Been focused way too much on the cattle. Kept forgetting to make sure the chickens had enough food. All right, straw's all picked up. We still need to unload the harvester, but they got to about, I think, like 90% full. So hopefully that's another 10,000 there. A little worried about the chicken feed, but we'll get by. Oh, we missed. There we go. Get that unloaded, and then we'll unload the harvester. And we need to check prices on soybeans because it's going to be close to time to sell those. So almost 3 loads on the combine, which isn't bad for this little field. It's just sad that we don't get more barley for the chickens. 20,291 liters of barley. Put this in reserve, and we're going to go through it probably before we have a chance to get more feed. Yeah, 60,000 is what they need per year right now. Chicken coop's just overpowering. And soybean prices are pretty close. We're going to sell them now. I was prepping this for the harvest in July, but I think it's time to get the soybeans sold and make some money. All right, 22,142 liters of soybeans on our way to the co-op to get those sold. And that should put us above 100,000 again, which is beautiful. Here we are. This place is starting to feel a little familiar to us. Sneak on in here. A little too far there. Soybeans unloading now. Money going up. And 74,000 from the bulk of it. And another 7,000. We're sitting at 126. Love it. It's able to sell our male chickens to get us down to 48,000. It's going to be close. It's going to be close, guys. It is a lot of animal upkeep. I think our cost was about 3 grand just to run the farm right now. But we are going to set this up on a course. I don't know where it's going right now. But we'll get this going while we work on the harvest. Let's get this to a decent spot so it knows where to start at. Not sure where it's going now. But we'll trust that process because we have some oats to harvest, and unfortunately we didn't spray all of these for weeds, so the yield's not going to be as good as it could be, but we will get straw from it as well, which will help out a lot, and at some point we might start thinking about selling some of that straw. All right, I'm interested just to see how the workers handle this because multitasking was really nice picking up the straw, so that's going good. Filling up a lot slower than it does with barley, which is expected with oats. A little bit larger of a field, so we should have a good result from it. But we're going to go ahead and start picking up straw. I do need to get the cattle fed at some point today, but they do have enough right now to keep on keeping on. And this multitasking felt real nice getting that field done really fast doing it this way, as long as the worker can handle it. We didn't do the whole headland. Kind of interested to see what happens when they get to the end and turn around. See a bigger tractor and a bigger auger wagon in our future. This one's full already, doing almost half or almost that full pass of the whole L shape. So we'll be going back and forth a ton on this. But yeah, a bigger auger wagon would be nice. I still think it works better than bales on this farm. But the fact that we put them in that feed silo and we can't put them in as bales. So this seems to be the process that's going to work for us. So it looks like they're doing exactly what I was hoping they would do, doing that side of the field first, and then they'll loop back and we can set them up on another automated job to go the other direction. So they'll do this side here, and then we can do the other part of the L secondary. All right, well, we got this almost complete, and we're just picking up the straw. We've slowed down the tractor to match the speed of the harvester since we've caught up. I don't think we'll get another load full of the auger wagon or the hopper of the harvester, the combine, but things are looking good. They do think they finished their task. There's just a small area to still harvest, so we'll have to cruise over there and do it ourselves, which is really good. The AI worker worked pretty well for this field. They finished that top side, and then I switched them over to this side, and they didn't miss anything. Good process. Another 7,000, 8,000 liters in here. We'll just get these small sections, drop it in the tractor or the trailer, finish picking up the straw, and then we're done. We're done for the year. We just got to feed the cows, 16 of them to be exact. All right, the header can get shut off. We got the auger opened up. We'll just drop this in the semi. Another great year on White Farm. Oh, we shut that off, didn't we? And we can speed up to normal speed at this point. 27,000 liters of oats to go drop into the silo. And there we go. After this, we can take a peek at what this is going to bring in financially. The time-saving stock should give us a good idea of that. And taking a look now, if we look at oats, it's going to be about $53,000. Eggs are up there at 20,000. Milk's looking at a decent price right now, but I don't think we'll sell that today. I think we will hold off. But let's go ahead and get some straw and some TMR added to the cattle, and that'll be the last chore of the year. Let's see, we have, over 300,000 liters of straw, more than enough. So we will end year 2 with more money than we started year 1 with, and an extra field. So I think that alone shows how well we're starting to profit on this farm. There we go. Let's go silage first. Pretty much a perfect mixture there. Oh, we got to use a little more hay. There we go. And one more load just for good measure here. And I don't think they'll take all of it, but we've got it prepped for them for in the morning. It should give us a good start to year 3. Wow, almost took all of it. All right, let's just head on over here and see how the John Deere is faring. No way, are they about to finish? Look at this timing. Looks like just a couple passes left. We'll let them finish that off camera, but this has been a very enjoyable year 2 of White Farm. Looking forward to playing this through the end of FS22. I'll catch you on year 3. I'm Socks Way Up. Thanks for hanging out.